think we're on a winner here, Tree. All right? Play it nice and cool, son. Nice and cool, you know what I mean?
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most essential to watch sitcoms from British history.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Listen, don't mention the war. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it all right. So...
Number 20. Not the 9 o'clock news.
A chicken left this building. It wandered down the road there, across there, wandered back over here a bit, and then went back inside these gates behind me.
As the name suggests, this late 70s sketch comedy series wasn't a news programme. It lasted for 4 seasons and became so adored that all 4 primary cast members became stars.
For it is here we now know that animals are specially bred, not for scientific experiments, but for something far worse, to be eaten by human beings.
Rowan Atkinson is probably the most internationally renowned of the bunch, as he went on to become Blackadder and Mr. Bean.
But now that we've got the recipe, is there really any need for them to stay? Conservatives understand these problems, you see.
Alongside him were comedians Pamela Stephenson, Mel Smith, and Griff Rhys-Jones, who all went on to have successful careers. While we do think it's essential viewing, sadly, the BBC hardly agrees. They rarely play it now, and according to the creator, it's because they don't want to have to pay them further fees.
One man captivated a generation. You've seen him on TV, you may even have read his book. Now, see the film.
Number 19. Spaced. If this were a list about British cinema, there's a strong chance the Cornetto trilogy would make an appearance. Long before we got Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright, Simon Pegg, and Nick Frost got their start in Spaced. Frost is only a supporting character. Instead, it's Pegg and Jessica Hines who are the lead duo.
Let 'em have it.
It's one of the most creatively directed comedies in British history, featuring constant visual humour and immaculate style.
I don't know, Daisy.
Come on, it'd be fun. What else are you going to do?
Okay, then.
Alongside this, it features a cast of unforgettable oddballs, played by some of Britain's most celebrated comedy actors like Mark Heap.
You ready?
Number 18. Green Wing.
Have you got a hurty tummy? Have you? Where does it hurt? Oh, poor little poo. No. Me. I'll just grow up.
Next is another comedy featuring no one but big names in the British comedy scene. This hospital sitcom is extremely bizarre and surreal, yet according to NHS professionals, it's one of the most accurate medical shows ever.
When you've had as much experience as I have, you will find it funny.
I doubt it.
This is quite surprising, given how rarely any of them discuss actual medicine. Also, it often feels like a fever dream.
Well, this is nice.
Yeah.
Oi! Get out of there! That took me ages, that did! I said get out of there! I'm talking to you, Blondie!
That's because it accurately represents the personalities of medical professionals better than any other show, never shying away from how eccentric they often are. It's easily one of the most groundbreaking sitcoms from its era, and if you haven't seen it yet, like most entries on this list, it's only 2 seasons long. Number 17. Outnumbered.
Look, try the blue house over there. If you get there before her helper arrives, she'll buy anything.
Few child actors can match the hilarity provided by the 3 outnumbered kids. This heartwarming family comedy covers the lives of two constantly stressed out parents trying their best to raise their children.
Bring on the wall!
Every episode had a well-written script behind it, but they often wouldn't show it to the kids. This led to some side-splitting scenes, featuring tons of dialogue an adult couldn't come up with.
Dad, are cabbages flammable?
Why?
Just an idea for the talent contest. Bye!
It aired for 5 series originally, making it one of the longer entries on our list, but it comes back every few years for a Christmas special to warm our hearts once more.
And once, Mum kicked her up the bottom. But now she's married this man with a silly name that I forget.
This is very important.
I'm bored now.
Number 16. I am Alan Partridge.
A nice big thick slice of thin Lizzie.
Alan Partridge was a character created by actor Steve Coogan and globally acclaimed comedy writer Armando Iannucci, responsible for many of the shows on today's list. He had his TV debut in 1994 on The Day Today, then starred in his own show, Knowing Me, Knowing You, in 1995. Finally, in 1997, this masterpiece was released, showing the whimsical day-to-day antics of Partridge's life.
Oh, mad you are!
Oh, no, I am a bit mad.
It's one of many pieces of Partridge media, but it stands out as the defining one.
Jill, what do you think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich City? I'll be honest, I'm dead against it. I mean, people forget that traders need access to Dixons.
It's noteworthy for being an early example of cringe comedy, which would later dominate British sitcoms through series such as The Office and Peep Show. Number 15. Dad's Army.
Don't catch people like Fraser stinking of scent.
While it's one of the oldest series on our list, that doesn't make it any less comical. This late 60s sitcom shows the humorous lives of Britain's home guard in World War II.
What have you got in the suitcase?
Oh, just a couple of rugs and my pyjamas and things.
As the name implies, many of these volunteers were elderly. Fascinatingly, most of the central cast actually served during the war, making the characters feel remarkably authentic.
What's that smell?
Oh, that's just a wee drop of embalming fluid behind the ear.
Many consider it the original comedy about people who don't suit their line of work, with Captain Mainwaring being hilariously incompetent at times. If it weren't for Dad's Army, we may have never had later sitcoms like Fawlty Towers. It's so beloved that its repeats still bring in tons of views for the BBC.
Oh, that's so everyone knows what I do.
What do you do?
Well, WC, war correspondent.
Number 14. The Office.
Thanks, I'll buy one.
Well, when you get there?
Yep.
Word of warning then. Out there, they call them fanny packs.
Despite not making a splash when it was first broadcast, a strong argument can be made for The Office being one of the most influential comedies of the century so far.
Good.
You finishing it?
No, I'm in the...
It's set in a pretty depressing office, poking fun at how bleak their office lives feel.
Because fanny means your arse over there. Not your minge.
Not only has it been aired across the world, but so many countries have made their own version. Each one gives you insight into how attitudes differ across the globe.
Yes, our thanks to David...
You stopped it.
No,
don't stop it. Leave it going right to the end till I get...
For instance, the American one is way more optimistic about the banality of workplace life. For a lot of Brits, the cynicism and cringe comedy of the original hits way harder though.
I'm not that desperate.
Oh, who says famine? That's to be depressing. That's not...
Number 13. This Country.
Alright, man? No, I'm not alright. Some little old blind man with a guide dog walked into a bin outside my house.
Mockumentaries about poor people have become a popular genre in recent decades, and one of the funniest is undoubtedly This Country.
Poor Tyson was so scared he's run up a tree and ate a bird's nest. So I'm going to find him and break his legs for him, see how he likes it.
Written by siblings Daisy May and Charlie Cooper, It covers the lives of two young people struggling to get by in rural England. The two primary characters are unforgettable, and the supporting village locals are the icing on the cake.
Our old prom photo, yeah? 10 minutes after that was taken, Curtin vommed all the way down his ivory tie.
Yeah, only because I get spiking my own jinx.
Yeah.
Our favourites include real-life Cotswold celebrity slugs, the uproarious old man Len, and the comically intense Mandy. It's also a surprisingly poignant comedy, which can have you crying tears of joy one moment, then tears of sorrow when it highlights the challenging realities of rural life.
Do you do, like, really small ones? Like, I literally just want it like a K?
I don't do small ones, I only do massive ones.
Number 12. Brasseye.
In June this year, the same men isolated and blew up a fortnight.
Chris Morris is one of our country's most celebrated comedy writers, responsible for a ton of projects like Four Lions, The Day Today, and of course Brasseye. It only ran for 7 episodes, but each one is comedy gold.
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Technology!
It's an extremely over-the-top satirisation of current affairs programmes at the time, presented by the never not intense Chris Morris. It also had multiple controversies. For example, it upset quite a few politicians and celebrities who were pranked into making hoax statements about fictional substances.
Heavy electricity is regularly flattening cattle in Sri Lanka. Afterwards, the poor beasts looked like giant fur-covered slugs thrashing about on their backs and made off what scientists call wobbly matter.
Most famous was the final episode, released 4 years after the original 6, which was so outrageous that it garnered over 3,000 complaints.
What is the verdict?
I'm afraid there is no verdict, because all the jury have died of pollution.
Number 11. Gavin and Stacey.
We're getting an Indian, what do you fancy?
Chicken boona, lamb boona, prawn boona, mushroom rice, bag of chips, keema naan and 9 poppadoms.
As much as people love to hate on James Corden, when the topic of Gavin and Stacey comes up, most Brits give him a free pass. This sitcom was written by Ruth Jones and Corden, covering the relationship of the titular characters.
Then we're just going to stick it on the table, you know.
Whoa, right, okay. What is it about a group of people ordering an Indian or Chinese or something that is somehow unexpectable to eat your own food that you order yourself? Like,
Gavin is English, but Stacey is Welsh, leading to a bunch of hilarious antics when their two families collide.
why are we all just...
Well, because it's nice.
No, it's not. Not for me, because I can guarantee someone, probably Stacey, will have ordered a korma. Am I wrong?
It highlights the differences between the English and the Welsh, but at the same time, it brings them closer together. 14 years after it began, it finally concluded with the 2024 Christmas special, which became one of the most viewed releases in UK TV history.
But I can guarantee that Pete's already eyeing up my booners. Am I wrong? Pete, have you thought about my booners?
Well, yes.
Right, but they're my booners. You want a booner? Order a booner. That's what...
Number 10. Derry Girls.
Lovely. And I believe you wrote the lyrics yourselves, is that correct?
It is indeed, sister.
Do you ever think you might have too much time in your hands, girls?
British comedy writers often have an unparalleled ability to inject humour into pretty bleak settings. One masterful example of this is Derry Girls, which shows the difficulties of growing up Catholic in Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Not only does it handle a sensitive subject wonderfully well, but it's simultaneously loaded with jokes in almost every line.
Well, I'm just so torn. I mean, I love my Easter dress, but this is cracker tight. There's just nothing that doesn't suit me.
It quickly became Channel 4's most popular comedy of the century so far, earning overwhelmingly positive praise from almost all critics.
Above the stage, look. She's not gonna do a carry.
Fuck a diddle do. What's a carry? What does that mean?
You've never seen carry?
It was inspired by the creator's own experiences growing up Catholic in Northern Ireland, giving it a remarkably authentic feel. This has led both Catholics and Protestants to praise the series.
You haven't seen carry?
Number 9. The Two Ronnies.
Here you are. 4 candles.
No, 4 candles.
Well, there you are, 4 candles.
No, 4 candles. Handles for forks.
Our next entry just might be the series on our list with the most episodes. Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett rose to fame in the 60s, then became national treasures in the 70s. Their sketch series, The Two Ronnies, began in 1971 and continued until '87. Alongside the Ronnies, it featured a plethora of talented writers, including a bunch of Monty Python members.
Sore tips.
Sore tips.
What do you want, ointment or something like that?
After running for 16 years, it's easy to say it was one of the most influential pieces of media of its time. It's a challenge to pick a favourite sketch, but The Four Candles sticks out to us as one of the most memorable.
Right. How many would you like? 1 or 2?
Number 8. Peep Show.
Nice packet of crunchy nut you got here. Pretty expensive, as I recall.
This is one of the most painful, but simultaneously amusing shows ever crafted. Its two main characters, Mark and Jez, are some of the worst people in TV history. To many of us, they're scarier than an evil supervillain, as they're so realistically awful.
4 none, Jeremy. 4? That's insane.
It's painfully easy to relate to their intrusive thoughts, except that, unlike most of us, the pair almost always act on those thoughts. It's also extremely quotable, with many fans claiming there's a relevant Peep Show quote for almost all scenarios.
Hey, you know what I fancy right now? A kebab. Will you go down and get me a kebab?
You want me to...
I want a kebab.
It's probably most unique for being shot entirely from the character's point of view, something no one has tried since, likely because it's a nightmare to film that way.
What we really need to do is create a powerful sense of dread. See, the longer the note, the more dread.
Number 7. Fleabag.
It's worth a lot. So.
Our next series was originally a one-woman show at the Fringe, performed by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and then it blossomed into one of the most acclaimed black comedies of all time.
Just, you know, it's like a goldfish out the bowl sort of thing. If it didn't want to be in there, it didn't want to be in there. Something wasn't right.
Like a lot of the greatest comedies, it features a deeply flawed yet relatable protagonist, an established trend in British humour. The fact that it's so well regarded, despite only having 12 episodes, is a massive testament to its quality.
And even though your sister still hates you... Thank you. You're pretending to be friends because your dad is... I'm joking, he's just there.
It won its creator a ton of awards, including BAFTAs and Primetime Emmys. It's one of the most brilliantly crafted comedies of its decade. With commentary so layered, people will be analysing it for decades.
Jesus!
Is there anything I can do?
Number 6. Red Dwarf.
Book me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast.
Bye.
This sci-fi comedy series first aired in 1988 and wouldn't conclude until 2020, over 3 decades later. Its early seasons are low budget and a bit rough around the edges, but the amount of passion poured into them made them a hit.
All my life it's been the same old story. It's not easy, you know, to come in every night, look in that mirror and see a guy nobody likes.
How do you think we feel? We gotta look at it all day.
Once Crichton was added as a regular and the budget was increased, the series found its feet, and every episode became comedy gold. It's easily the most beloved British sci-fi comedy series, but there aren't many to choose from.
I didn't know your bread was buttered that side, Bongo. It isn't. It's been happily married for 35 years. Just a chap like you can turn a guy's head.
After a decade off the air, it was revived by Dave in 2009, then became one of their most popular shows ever, showing just how much we Brits love Red Dwarf.
Anything we can do?
We could try and hire a dance band, get it to play Abide With Me.
Number 5. The Thick of It.
Was Mrs. May not the subject of huge derision as a result of this?
No, she was a subject of huge derision before this.
Few political satires match the relevance this series achieved. Once again written by Armando Iannucci, it showcases a fictionalised version of the UK government, with virtually everyone being hilariously incompetent.
My position is, if you leak, you're weak. If I'm going to come at you, I'm going to come at you head on. Man on man. That's how I like it, politically speaking.
It never once states what political parties they come from, instead focusing on how laughably awful they are at their jobs. It's so accurate it's painful at points, as many of their plot points are virtually identical to real scandals.
You compared Miss Murdoch to a dog and described her as weak in our last interview.
Yeah, I like weak dogs. I have one myself, so...
For instance, the episode where Nicola Murray accidentally holds up confidential notes in public, leading them to be snapped by a photographer. This has happened multiple times in the years since, making us wonder if Iannucci is a sage.
No, he is a very, very trustworthy individual. borderline priest.
No, Terry's right. I heard it was Glenn who did it.
No, I did not say that Glenn Cullen did it.
Number 4, Blackadder.
Thank God. We lived through it. The Great War, 1914 to 1917.
While internationally, Rowan Atkinson is best known as Mr. Bean, to us, we'll always first think of him as Blackadder. Its first series is terrific fun, but it didn't feel like it had found its feet.
So we are, in fact, going over. This is, as they say, it.
I'm afraid so. Unless I can think of something very quickly.
In Series 2, Atkinson and Tony Robinson's characters were swapped, which made for a far funnier dynamic. Each series is in a different period, making each one feel remarkably unique, despite following relatively similar characters.
Well, I'm afraid it'll have to wait. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was better than my plan to get out of this by pretending to be mad. I mean, who would have noticed another madman around here?
Additionally, its ending has to be one of the most memorable in history. It goes from being one of the most hilarious shows ever to the saddest, in less than a minute, earning it a place on every single list discussing Britain's greatest shows.
Good luck, everyone.
Number 3, Fawlty Towers.
Right, here's the plan. I'll stand there and ask them if they want something to drink before the war. Before their lunch. Don't mention the war.
Rather than our stateside counterparts, our sitcoms often end after 12 episodes. Fawlty Towers is usually considered one of the pioneers of this format. Writers John Cleese and Connie Booth prioritise quality over quantity, and it shows majorly.
Certainly, why not? Why not indeed? We're all friends now, eh?
A prawn cocktail.
All in the market together. Old differences forgotten, and no need at all to mention the war. Sorry.
Apparently, they would spend months on certain episodes. While it's short, it's infinitely rewatchable, with people struggling to tire of it over 50 years after it aired.
I'll do that for any more.
It's so massively successful that America has tried to remake it 3 times, but it's so fundamentally British that it's failed every time. It's quite wild to think that when it first aired, there was no shortage of critics who disliked it. Now, it's considered a cultural monolith.
Will you stop talking about the war?
Me? You started it?
We did not start it.
Yes, you did. You invaded Poland.
Number 2, Monty Python's Flying Circus.
I wish to complain about this parrot what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
We would have never had the masterfully crafted series Fawlty Towers if it weren't for Flying Circus only a few years prior. Monty Python is easily considered the globe's most influential comedy trope, and to us Brits, every single member is a national treasure.
Hello, Polly! I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot!
There, it moved.
No, it didn't.
While the nature of it being a sketch show means not every joke lands, it features many of the funniest jokes in TV history. The Pythons' influence will outlive the trope themselves by decades, maybe even centuries.
This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff. Bereft of life, it rests in peace.
For instance, we get the word for unsolicited digital mail, spam, from Flying Circus. Even if you've never watched Flying Circus, if you grew up in the UK, you're undoubtedly exposed to tons of its most famous jokes.
Polly! Now that's what I call a dead parrot.
No, it's stunned.
Number 1, Only Fools and Horses.
Sorry, miss, you seen a policeman round here? No, I haven't.
Good, then get some money.
Taking our top spot is this classic comedy that covers the whimsical adventures of Del Boy and Rodney. The pair live a less than lavish life in South London, with Del Boy being the epitome of an incompetent comedy character.
What's happening?
I have the faintest idea.
They dream of becoming rich, leading to a plethora of ridiculously incompetent schemes. It starts out using a simple scheme of the week format, but it has evolved significantly over time, introducing many of Britain's most recognisable characters.
Councillor Murray,
Yes?
I recognise you from your photograph. Jerry Trotter, you may remember me.
If you haven't watched it yet, We're jealous, because we wouldn't hesitate for a second to erase our memory of it and watch it again for the first time.
Sorry, mustache.
Which British comedy do you think everyone should watch at least once? And did it make it onto our list? Let us know down in the comments below.